my name's Tatiana. I'm a photographer by profession, and you can find my work on tatianakaranja.com or at Tatiana Karanja on Instagram. And I also do a bit of, I guess you can call it a content creator on Mama Olive, where I just talk about my motherhood journey and yeah, everything that revolves around motherhood, basically. So if there's any new mums out there or any mums, I just want it to be like a space for all of us to have a conversation and kind of raise issues or topics and just discuss it and help each other out. So that's what my Mama Olive page is about. This is Mali. She's my newest and my last. She is 7.5 months, and Olive, who's been on the show before, she is 2 and 3 months, I think, something like that, and currently at school. Wow, what can I... Remember last time I told you that every time I mention their name I cry, and that it still happens to date, so if I start crying, please, let's just like... But yeah, so Olive, firstly, is the most amazing older sister in the world. As soon as she was born, she wanted to hold her and take care of her. And every morning when she wakes up, she rolls over me to get to Mali to take care of her and hug her. And she feeds her and all of that. So I don't know, she's just been an amazing sister. And I'm lucky enough not to have had somebody who is very, I guess some babies get jealous. And I haven't had that with Olive. She's just been the most amazing. And Mali is really growing into her character at the moment. So I've learned she's very stubborn, and if she doesn't get what she wants, she makes a fuss. But she's also very relaxed and calm, and yeah, I don't know. I'm just really excited to see what she's going to be like at 2, because you know that's when the real character comes out. So yeah. I think it is like one of the scariest things that you have to go through, because you're constantly in fear of just everything. Fear like your child leaves the house without you and they'll just get hit by a, you know, just fear of everything. Their first coughs and stuff, you think, you know, they need to go to the hospital for something. You know, you don't know. I don't know so much about motherhood, so everything I'm just discovering along the way, and it's scary. Fear that, you know, you're not doing as well as other mums, or your kids are maybe not developing as well as other babies. Fear about like school fee, where school fee is going to come from, and you know, it's just constant fear. But it's also just the most amazing thing that you'll ever go through, and it's the most fulfilling job that you have, and they just make you just realize what you're working for in life. Everything that I do is for my kids, so it's I don't know, it's a roller coaster ride. I think in regards to, I think those are two different things, because on social media I do get some of those comments, but it's more so in real life, where it's like, oh, she doesn't have shoes on, she doesn't have, it's so cold out here. And I'm like, at the beginning with Olive, it really used to get to me, and I used to feel really, you know, just like upset, like why is everyone so judgmental about what I'm doing? And I know my baby's fine, and I just got to a point where I was just like, I really can't care less about what people have to say, because I know that I'm doing I know I'm doing a good job. So it just reached a point with Olive that I just stopped caring about that kind of stuff, and so I don't really care when people tell me those things. Everyone has a right to raise their kids how they want, and I'm just gonna have to, I just brush off those comments. I love my kids. It's this is the proudest, I mean, the best thing I've ever done in my life. And I also just feel like we need to have a space where we open up conversations. When I started with social media, it was, well, I used to put up things like, you know, oh, maybe my breast milk was running out or whatever it might be. And I got so much help from other mums about things that I could do. And I just feel like it's a great place to kind of open up those conversations and just know that I'm not alone, you're not alone, we're doing it together. And, you know, yeah, so I feel like somebody out there has to do it. I mean, in Kenya, it's not as... I feel like you just have the kind of more traditional way of raising a kid, and I feel like we need to have those kind of mums out there that are also speaking about just the useless things that happen, the bad things that happen, the embarrassing things that happen, as well as the good. And yeah, and I'm really, really proud of what I've done. And yeah, I know they might get to a point when they're 18 and they're like, Mom, you never gave me permission to be online and all of that. And I guess that's something I'll have to deal with as the time comes. But for now, I'm just really happy with what I'm doing, yeah. Yeah, of course. I mean, every child is different, just the way you and I are different. And I think you have to kind of raise your kids in a... If it works for you, why is it wrong? I mean, I'm not harming them, and at the end of the day, if I'm not doing anything back to them, then I just feel like I'm doing a really good job. And why should we all do it the same way? Why should we all end up the same kind of way? I get this question a lot, and I've realized that there's not one way of doing something. Just it's the same way with everything in life. And the way that I'm doing it with my kids works for us. And I have great support system and wow. So my family are amazing. Both mine and Wayne's family have been amazing from the get-go. They're just always there for us, always seeing the grandkids, always making time for their grandkids. My sister is the best babysitter in the world, so whenever I need help, she's always there to help me. Without them, I really wouldn't be able to be as confident as I am a mother. Just, even leaving them at home or doing simple things with them, I wouldn't be able to do that without the support of my family. And I really props to those mamas and parents who are going through this on their own, because it really does take a village. So I'm really lucky that I have that village around me. When I became pregnant with Marley, it was such a difficult pregnancy that I just wasn't able to do anything. With Olive, I was able to work out, to walk, to be active. Mama. With Olive, I was able to do everything, and with Marley, it was just too difficult that I couldn't do anything. And I just think at the beginning of the year, I just wasn't feeling myself, and I just wasn't feeling great about the body I was in, the mental state that I was in, and I just wanted to make that change. So that's why I just went full throttle this time, and I'm really happy with everything, because not only, it's not about losing weight or anything like that, but it's about my mental state, and I feel better about everything. I'm more confident, I'm able to do a lot more with the kids, I'm happier, and that's what it's about for me, yeah. I'm lucky because my job I have very flexible hours. So again, I'm not a 9-to-5 job where I'm out at work all day. So I have that flexibility to kind of schedule in the way I want to schedule in my time. So for me, it's just about prioritizing and scheduling in. So mornings are me time. Olive is off at school. I still have Marley, but I make sure to get my gymming, whatever it is that I want to do in that time in the morning. Then afternoon is when I schedule my work and things like that, and also spending time with the kids. I have to make sure to kind of spend time, especially with Olive, because I'm with her, I take her everywhere I go. So I have to make sure to schedule in time just for myself and Olive, because I don't want Olive to feel left out. So yeah, I'm really lucky with the job that I have, yeah. I think what's important to do is to take time for yourself. And as mom, it's very easy to get that mom guilt of I'm not spending enough time doing this, or I'm not spending enough time working out, or whatever. Firstly, take your time. There's no need to rush into anything. I took so much time with Olive before I started doing anything because I needed it, my body needed it. If you're going to be feeling rushed by everything you're seeing online and things like that, then that's when you start having that guilt as a mom that you're not good enough. And I think you need to surround yourself with positive people, surround yourself on social media or on the internet with positive influences, and take your time to just get back to being you. There's no rush. And also keep your close circle, your friends, your social life, that's important. I think getting back with my friends and everything like that, and getting back to myself outside of motherhood was very important on my journey. And eat healthy, all of that. It really, I realized when I started eating really badly and just living a kind of bad lifestyle, it really takes a toll on my body and my mental state. So that's also helped me kind of be energetic and produce enough milk, things like that. So yeah, that's really important. Oh man, I think that is something that's also with Olive, I needed to get over that real quick, because some kids, like Olive, she started speaking at 10 months. Say hi.
Hi.
Say bird.
Bird.
Say mama.
Mama.
Say dada.
Dada.
Say please.
Yeah.
Say bird.
Bird.
Say wow. I know that's really early, but I know with Marley it's not happening as fast, and I know she's fine. She might start speaking at 3 years old. I'm not going to compare her to other kids because she might be really strong in some aspects and not as strong in other aspects, and that's just normal. And I think we need to give them enough time to develop before already starting to judge that they're not doing okay, because it takes time, and everybody's different, and we just need to acknowledge that. And also, that's what I was saying about keeping a positive kind of influence on social media and things like that, because if you're surrounding yourself with people who are just unrealistic, or maybe to you it doesn't work that way, then you're going to feel bad about it. So it's important, it's up to you as well, and it's important for you to surround yourself with people who are just going to give you that positivity and that kind of motivation to just keep doing you. Yeah.